Hey, hi, hello. You are listening to the show, He Said, She Said, here on KHTS 1220. I know we started last week with a little words we cannot say. Absolutely, I agree, and exactly. Well, I called Ellen out on 4 of them. She had to put $20 in the jar for Castaic
I
Animal
see
Shelter.
it. That's my $20 right there.
But no one called me out, and I found out after the show I did do it twice. So $10 into
Well, we're afraid of Robin, so.
So $10 into the jar from me for Castaic Animal Shelter. We'll still be doing this all month. Ellen, Coach, no, absolutely, no, I agree, or exactly.
I'm going to have to highlight that.
Yeah, you might want to.
Don't you think we should give a warning to our listeners that if you're in your car, you might just want to pull over to the side of the road? This is going to be one of those crazy, exciting, interesting, provocative shows.
This is a great show. I love this show. This one's going to be good today.
Called He Said, She Said.
On KHTS 1220.
AM 1220.
Your hometown station.
Your flagship station.
Okay.
Okay, so news and facts that literally, other than me, nobody cares about, right?
And that's where we are.
This is how we open up the show. Okay, now I find this is I just find this stuff interesting. Here's the question for everybody. Kyle, jump in too. That's our wonderful producer, Kyle. What fruit family are almonds in?
They're a
$50.
They're a legume.
They're a legume.
They're not a fruit.
Okay, almonds are a member of the peach family. That's a fruit.
Because they look like a pit.
Oh, and actually, if you've ever seen one before it's cracked and you get that, it looks very different. It has a green...
But you can't eat a pit.
It's in the fruit family. That was the question.
Okay.
And you believe this. Where'd you get your information?
I can't
You believe everything you read.
I live in Pretensi land. You know that. Okay.
Tunicville.
Also, we've got to discuss the okie dokie move that our grandson put on us last week, right?
What's that have to do with news and facts? Nobody cares about.
Because I have a little ADD.
Okay.
All right. So there's more of this in the world than there are humans. What is it?
Ants. Flies.
Chickens.
Chickens.
There's more.
Madison told you that.
No, I've got it right here in my facts
That's
and
disgusting.
news that nobody cares about. Okay.
So, chicken poop.
All right, last one. Humans and dolphins are the only species that have sex for pleasure.
True. No, that's not true.
Versus reproduction?
True or false?
False.
It is.
I'm going to say true.
It's true. All right, that's how we start the show. We called He Said, She Said. So let's give our listeners kind of a little rundown because, people listen like in 5-minute increments. They're going into the store. They're coming out of the store. We want them to come back. So we're going to start the show today talking about controversy, confrontation, and conversation.
The 3 C's.
And if you want to throw number 4 in there, the 4th C is criticism.
Okay, I'm putting it in there. Criticism.
Because
how do you spell criticism?
we're not doing the spell check right now.
Okay. All right. So our show's our show's really about, this started 6 months ago for new listeners. You and I are sitting in the backyard every afternoon. We have a little sip of something, and we talk about life. We rarely agree on anything, but at the end of the day, we wind up liking each other and I think loving each other. Although I couldn't tell when I came home from vacation yesterday. I walk in, Robin.
You'll hear all about that.
Oh.
That's for the other part of the show.
All right, we'll be right back. We'll start our show here just in 1 little minute on KHTS 1220 AM, one of the great radio stations in America, and I'm not kidding.
We are back with He Said, She Said on KHTS 1220. We're going to be talking about the 3 big C's. Ellen, you said 4, controversy, confrontation, conversation. Even at commercial break, we started getting into a little bit of a controversy. We shut it down. We didn't take it to a conversation. We said, killed it.
Good point.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we're kind of taught to do. Controversy. I was just noticing. I was in San Francisco over the weekend, and I noticed that I personally have a really challenging time confronting people. I can get hot under the collar. I can tell you, but when it comes to actually confronting that person, I shut down like a little mouse.
Well, we're told from the time we're little, don't fight with your brother and your sister. Be nice. Be respectful. Don't talk back, which takes conversation out of it for us as kids. So as we grow up, we do not know how to handle
And remember, there's the fight and flight, the fight versus flight. So who wants conflict? I mean, what normal, natural, sweet person like yourself wants to...
Are you talking about me?
No, Robin.
Oh, that's what I thought.
I love a little conflict.
I'm
always good for a little controversy.
You can't say the balls thing on the air, but...
well, you just did.
I did?
Yeah.
But I've got to set sometimes when I don't like what's going on.
Absolutely.
Like
that's when we
all...
all...
Absolutely. Sorry, Ellen. Absolutely just went there. Okay.
But that's
Put
when I
money
back
back
off.
in the jar.
I'll write your
No,
IOU.
but controversy is complicated because,
Well, another C. Go ahead.
complicated.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it requires that, you're going to get into a heated, intellectually you're going to get it into a heated
But see, that's
argument.
not true. That's exactly what I'm trying to talk about. It's like every time I have an issue, let's say.
Like,
with
you won't
whoa,
watch
whoa, whoa.
Fox. You won't let me watch Fox. So
You watch Fox all the time.
Yeah, but
watch
you walk
Fox.
out of the room. So
I don't always walk
we
out
could
of the
have
room.
some controversy right now
No.
discussing...
So think about it. Whenever I have an opposite opinion and we start to talk about it, your initial reaction is, I don't want to fight with you. And I say, we're not having a fight.
Have you heard this expression, happy wife, happy life?
Well, then have a discussion
converse
with
with
me and don't say whatever you want, because that kind of placates and then I feel even worse and now I'm even angrier. So why can't you have a conversation about a controversy with opposing opinions without thinking it's an argument?
Because I think, truthfully, I like to win.
You think?
Yeah.
I like to win too.
I want to be right.
Ellen likes to win too. We all like.
I want to be right, and I want to win.
So if you
chalk another win up.
If you perceive that that's not going to happen, then you shut down.
Let me ask you a question. We've been married a long time. Have I ever won in a conversation?
Only
with
when
us?
I give you little cards that say for Father's Day or whatever that say, okay, this coupon is good for one
Let me
win.
hold this
Coach,
up to the camera. I've got.
Do you have your coupon book?
Yeah. No. I've got something better. I have.
Coach, you do get to win when I'm around. When I'm around, I'm always backing the coach and
Always.
And you look at me, Ellen, all the time.
Robin,
Why are you agreeing with him?
Look what your mother gave us.
What did she give
This
you?
card entitles the bear to be right for 24 hours. I'm going to hold this up to the camera. There's the card right there.
Yeah,
So
but
You know
guess
she
what?
takes that-
I'll pull
she
this
takes
card
that-
on you.
No, that was Father's Day. You used it up. You're done.
Really?
Oh, over.
Why?
Just
away.
rip it up. It's done.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about with you and your husband? How do you approach the whole controversy, confrontation, conversation?
For us, it's really hard. My husband is very black and white. There is no gray. I say there is gray. There's always a middle area. He's really black and white. We've actually had to teach each other how to have conversations together. So I don't have a lot of controversy and confrontation with him. I probably have that more with my friends. And I don't usually confront them. Another C. So
Why? What is the fear of confronting? Why is the word confrontation? Why does it conjure up
Fear of
such-
loss. We
That's
don't.
what I was
We
gonna
don't
say,
want to
that someone
lose.
is gonna leave.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to lose a
So
relationship.
now we're not being authentic. We're not really telling our quote friends, our loved ones, what we really feel. We're like placating them to make sure that they still like us, and we're not going to lose them. That
Goes back to high
That
school, girl.
bothers
It goes
me.
back to
It
think
does.
about it. It goes back to how we handled things in high school. Have things changed much from high school to where we are now? Not really.
no, just our age.
Just our age.
Just our. I mean,
We all want. We all want
no,
friends.
but now
You all wanna be with the cool
y-
kids.
Now young people they don't have to because they can do it behind the keyboard. So now I think it's even worse.
Yes.
Our kids don't know how to have a conversation because
No, but they get into a ton of controversy. If you follow your kids on Twitter accounts,
That's
or
what I'm saying.
There's
It's
a ton.
like, that's the whole
But
bullet
Tough guy
behind
behind
the
the
I
keyboard.
fought as a kid. I mean, at the drop of a hat, I would punch somebody or I would get punched. I'm not sure.
So are
how
you
many-
afraid that you're going to get
Get
so mad
punched?
at me that you're going to take a swing?
No.
Because I'll deck you.
Yes, that's my fear.
What about a-
That's why I have 4 words, Robin, in our marriage, and you know what they are? Yes, honey, and I'm sorry. That's
What
it.
about out
I
on the
got
golf
4.
course?
Huh?
What about out on the golf
Oh,
course?
my
Do you
God.
have it with the guys?
we go at it on the golf course, but men, when they go at it, we, especially friends, we go at it in a teasing way. We go at it. We'll say things that we would never say to you, my beautiful daughter, or my beautiful wife. Never. We would never have those.
So are you talking like locker room type stuff teasing?
Yeah.
What about if someone really did something out on the course?
Not to interrupt, but in that locker room teasing, there is some fiber
jabbing.
Of truth. There is in that locker room conversation.
Well, my theory always is if you have to say to someone, I was just kidding.
Well, like Vito said, Coach,
weren't.
have you ever looked at your stomach in a mirror?
Ooh.
I know.
Well,
and it really hurt because I said back to him, have you ever looked at your stomach in a mirror? You know, you're calling the kettle black. The pots. Look at your pot belly.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, so.
But then we were men, we can go at each other.
And then they leave it.
Right.
And then it's over.
We literally can punch and jab at each other for
we'll
for
drag
5
it to
minutes.
the ends of the earth.
Oh, well, it goes actually back to one of our first shows when we were talking about fear. I think for women, I had said my fear is judgment. So I think for women, controversy, confrontation, we tend to stay at conversation because
which isn't always authentic, and that's what.
I think you guys really want to win more than we do. I think at the end of the day, in my heart of heart, yeah.
Kyle's shaking his head.
He's shaking his head over there.
Kyle knows.
And so, in order to keep love alive, you guys just kind of.
That's right.
Well, I think we spend more time thinking about it.
That's probably true. We spend a lot of time. You don't spend a lot of time.
So we think we're invested in it. We have so much. So if
But
I'm
is there one
angry,
thing
well,
we
it
can
matters to us.
Can we
I don't
leave
think
the
it matters to them.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
But can we leave the listener with one good idea today that they can take with them this week, this weekend, next week
about this
controversy? Yeah, is there one thing?
You know, something that I personally want to start to practice, which is
wait 3 days and do nothing. You don't,
I had to do that this weekend.
Right, you don't always have to.
In some instances, yes. However, I want to be able to be more authentic to who I am, and if I have an opinion and I disagree with someone and what they're saying, I just want to have the freedom to deliver that information, not in a mean-spirited way, but to deliver it at all so that I can be who I am instead of almost pretending. And I'm not real good at pretending. Of course, I'm 64 and I'm still pretending. So
You're not supposed to give your age out on the air. Robin, we got to go to break, but one thing that your parents have learned, that is timing. I think we're much better at timing. If there's something that is angsting your mom or angsting me, we'll play it out a little bit. We'll go, is this the right time to have this kind of conversation? I mean, you know.
Oh, timing's everything.
Timing's everything.
But I say let's leave our listeners with one of the things you did teach me, which is wait 3 days and do nothing.
When you're really fired up.
Really fired up.
Don't ever make an important decision when you're angry, you're mad.
And I almost did this weekend.
Oh,
and
boy.
I didn't do it. I took your advice, and in the end of the weekend, I was okay. I was over.
Is this with your husband?
No, it was not with my husband.
Oh, boy.
This is with my son's girlfriend's parents.
Oh, my.
And that's a whole
big one.
show
And they don't
topic,
listen to the
isn't
show,
it?
They
so
don't.
we're okay.
They
We'll be
don't.
right
Okay.
back on KHTS 1220 AM.
Gosh, I really wish you guys could hear us when we go to commercial. I think we have more controversy and more dilemmas. You're listening to He Said, She Said on KHTS 1220, your hometown station. Okay, Coach and Ellen, this is kind of funny. Everyone knows the movie's out right now, the new Vacation, one of the Griswolds Vacation.
It's Rusty, the son.
Rusty now. Everyone says it's great, but you both went away this weekend. Coach got to do his golfing thing. Ellen did not go with him, even though we keep encouraging her to go with him.
It was a man's trip.
Okay, the guy's trip.
The guy's trip.
And Ellen went up to San Francisco to see her daughter and bring back the twins, the two boys. But unique boys. Two things happened on your vacation.
Oh, boy, now she's scared to death that Tracy's going to listen to the show, so Tracy can't listen to the show.
No, Tracy has no time to listen to anything. She's working.
Okay, so Coach, tell us a little bit about your vacation and the unexpected that happened on your vacation.
And how you dealt with the unexpected.
Well, the unexpected was how crappy I played.
Okay.
No, I mean...
Well, that's not true because you were in second place that very first day. You called me. You were pumped. You were proud.
I think Lucas is going to be sad that was
4-day tournament, big money tournament. We're in second place. And then I don't know what happened. I've been playing well. Vito's been playing well. We both played horrible.
You tanked.
We tanked on the fourth day, which was Saturday. So the tournament started Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we tanked on the fourth day. We were still in it. We were in third place. We moved to third place.
That's not. Is third place taking it, or was this? No,
we just we both. I don't know what. I need lessons. I'm after playing golf all this year.
Let's get real. Okay.
My driver is in the garage with a bag over its head. The driver will never see daylight.
Okay, sorry. I thought the driver was the guy in the golf cart. Yeah.
No, that's funny. I have a TaylorMade. If you want a TaylorMade, I will give you. It's a $500 club.
His driver's
Contact
name
me
is
on
Taylor.
Facebook. You're funny.
No, his
I
driver,
will give you my driver
cover has a duck on it.
Okay.
No, that's funny, Robin.
No,
that was truly unexpected.
Well, there was.
We got approached by two working women. That's all I'm going to say. Those men out there know what working women.
No.
Working
What
women on the
happened?
golf
What
course?
happened to Sean?
I thought it was Lucas.
Oh,
It
no.
was his best friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Lucas Solomon is a dear friend. He's a local guy in Santa Cruz. So we went up to Tahoe together, played Edgewood. His buddy, a lifelong friend, at 38, collapsed on the golf course.
Well,
Scary.
he did more than collapse, from what I understand.
Well, I don't
know.
We don't know what it. We don't. I don't want to say it
was
some
a seizure.
form of seizure.
It was.
So he was and he was foaming at the mouth. But
And
so
he never
And
had
he
one.
doesn't remember anything. That's
not one thing did he remember. But I talked to the nurse at the hospital and I said, "What do you do if you see this happen to somebody?"
You do nothing.
No, you lay the person on their side.
right, but you do nothing.
You
don't
don't
stick
do
anything
No,
in their mouth.
No,
like
the reason you don't stick anything in their mouth is they'll bite your
Right.
finger off.
Or they'll bite and choke
Yeah, in the
on-
old day, we were told stick your wallet and stick their wallet, something.
No, but you know what
Right.
the nurse said? The nurse said if you wanted to, you have two options: do nothing, wait till the ambulance comes, or actually stick the end of the golf club in the person's mouth.
God, break his teeth.
But if you turn them on their side, they won't swallow their
tongue.
Isn't that a myth? I don't think.
I mean, I've had no
I'll have to
medical
look that up.
training other than I passed with a C health class in the 7th grade.
Yeah, that's why he looked at my ankle and says, "You're fine."
Yeah, so
how? But
I don't need to help you. You're fine.
Was that scary for the guys on the course? I mean,
yes. The twosome that they were playing with were bogeyed. They were scratch players. One was a +1, one was a scratch player. They bogeyed the next hole.
Okay,
both
once
of them.
again, golf terms. So someone scratches someone's back.
No, if you're a scratch player,
And bogey
so
balls.
par at this course is 72. So
Okay.
that means if you have a par in every hole, you've shot 72.
Okay.
So if you bogey a hole, that's one over.
Right.
And if you birdie a hole, that's one under.
And this is why I
And
don't golf.
I do not need to know all this.
I know,
but
but
I
this
do.
is why I don't golf. So you guys were okay though? Did he?
You
I
were
was,
pretty
I
upset.
was shaken up too.
Well,
Lucas is very sensitive. He's everybody. If there's one person left in the world, this Lucas Solomon is the nicest human being on the face of the earth, and he was so shaken.
Don't
up.
you all? You also have that. If somebody has something, I'm going to
catch it.
Yeah.
Well, and you've also had your own experiences on the golf course with
I
heat
had
stroke.
heat stroke
and-
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But
Taken to the
did you foam
hospital.
at the mouth?
No.
Did you remember?
Yes, I actually
Okay.
did. And this is. Let me just say this: you have to stay hydrated in the heat. People have no idea how the heat
Saps all.
saps. That's the good word. Saps the moisture. You have to stay
Give me the
hydrated.
concept. I'll give you the word.
Right. So people think if you're sweating, what happens is you stop sweating.
Right.
Your
Because your body's
radiator,
trying to
your,
hold on
your
to
body's
everything.
radiator, stops working. So
And we don't pant like dogs.
no.
Okay. Okay. So that's coach's experience.
Right.
And I'm still going back to you guys went away without each other.
Yeah. Maybe that was the problem.
You
You
know-
went that way. I went that way.
Actually, pretty close to each other. Tahoe,
No,
San
but when I
Francisco.
came
That's
home last
true.
night, Robin, I walked in the house and I'm thinking, Madison gave me a big hug, and I'm thinking my wife really missed me, right? I walk
I
in and
couldn't
she
walk.
I walk in and she goes, "Oh, yeah, nice to see
Well,
you."
and what
again."
did you do? You found the couch. But Ellen,
I've got
Ellen's
two
got a-
8-year-olds, running around
Nice
like
to see
crazy
you again,
people.
Kyle. That was the reaction. I could have stayed away. So I was thinking last night, how long do I need to stay away where you
Before
really
you'll
miss
get the
me?
big hug and
Is
then-
it a month? 6
no.
months?
No, you have to be away and then come home where I don't have.
And I gave you money when I walked in.
Well, that made me happy.
Yes.
I gave you a hug for that.
Yes, you did. So I was thinking,
I was,
every day
come on,
that I get up,
money walks, and
You know what
you taught
walks.
me that.
money walks and you know what talks. But I was thinking, every morning when I get up, I should give you like $10.
I don't think $10 is enough.
I was going to say, nah.
$20?
You need to up it a
Yeah.
little bit.
No, your mother, when she
$5.20.
wakes up in the morning, you can't. I literally sneak out of the house. I literally.
You are full of it.
No, I sneak.
No, you are full of it. I say good morning.
Wait, she leaves usually before you're awake.
Here's
So how
a-
does this work?
Yes.
Here's her good morning.
I usually call and say, are you awake?
Oh, here's a good
Well,
morning,
where
Robin.
are you?
Robin, here's a
At
good
work?
morning. Good morning. Like that. Good
I don't.
morning.
We
You're
don't.
lucky you get that.
We don't talk. We don't talk for probably the first 5-10 minutes. It's a cup of coffee, kind of staring at each
Okay,
other.
but wait. Who brings
Good
you
morning.
a cup of coffee in bed every single morning?
My puppy? No, my
Nope.
husband.
Did you just hear
They're
that?
newlyweds. They've been married.
No,
Forever.
we're not newlyweds. That's actually he hates it. It's the only way he
If
can
you're
get me
not
out of
married
bed.
30 years, you're a newlywed.
Okay, it's the only
Okay.
way he can get me out of bed. Well, not the only way, but it's like, here's the coffee. Time to wake up, honey.
Hi- Oh, this is lovely. Do you hear how lovely this is?
And
Yeah.
and
If I'm
if-
still
if
around
still-
after 30 plus years.
You'll bring me coffee?
No, I want to see how their deal's working.
He'll bring me coffee and I'll take a sip and go, ugh, what'd you do with this?
Well, Ellen, I do want to say we are wishing you healing. You tripped or
You're dying to
twisted
tell
your
everybody
ankle.
you have a swollen ankle.
It is. I thought it was. I looked at her and said, "It's broken. Go now."
You do
Apparently-
not care about my ankle.
No, I care profusely about your ankle. I
Well,
do.
Coach's doctorate said that Ella
Oh,
did
that's
not.
right.
Coach has a doctorate. So do I. I say it's broken. Coach says it's not broken.
No, it's not broken.
It
Yeah, it
looks
was-
like
it
she's
was-
smuggling 2 steaks underneath
When-
her
when-
ankle.
I used to play.
I've got sausage toast.
When I played basketball, I'd roll my ankle like twice a year. It takes a while. Those ligaments take a while.
And you think this is
So,
ligaments.
but isn't it still?
Based on my health class experience, yes.
But I think so. When you got home last night, and you were
was
sitting on the couch,
I had expectations.
that you were going to help her out.
What, did kiss her
I
ankle? Did
no,
No, let
All
her
over
sit
your
down.
ankle?
Let her get
get
off
dinner
it.
for the boys, clean up afterwards.
What's better than Pyology? I know they're a sponsor, and it's not fair to
Oh, you
brag
didn't cook
on
dinner.
them.
You just took them to Pyology.
What
I
is
made
better
chocolate
than
milk.
what is better than a Pyology pizza? Really?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, you know.
All right. So
So
What-
do you
what was
want to
the
hear
su-
about my vacation, or is it all about you?
go ahead. I'm sure the listeners are dying to hear. Sure, they're dying to hear. Going to San Francisco for
Did you
3
think
days.
you were going to get dinner tonight?
No. No. I'm on my own.
Okay.
But no, 3 days in San Francisco is not a vacation.
No, you're right. See, you had that's the problem. You got vacation. I did not.
You got relocation.
But
I
the-
got relocated
But
for
the
3
subject
days.
of I was going to read. I went on Facebook this morning and posted what we're doing on the show today. So I got a lot of good response about separate
He still does
vacations.
not want to hear
He's
about her.
Oh, yeah, I'm very interested. Go.
I'm
yeah.
done.
Very interesting.
No,
I'm done.
I'm very interested.
She blew up. She came back. Her ankle was twisted. That's how it went.
Yep. That's it. And now I have a week of taking care of 8-year-olds that have 2 speeds, 0 and 150,
When's the 0 part?
when they're sleeping.
Yeah, and the rest of it is 150.
Well, it's okay.
Unbelievable.
One of my kids is actually watching them right now, and he just texted me and asked me, "Is this unpaid overtime?"
Because I dropped them off a little
little
earlier
early.
than he expected. So he's expecting overtime pay.
Well, and I think when we come back, we can keep going with the vacation, but we get to talk about the fact that we have so much family coming out this weekend from all walks of life: the husband sides, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, near and
Pray
far.
for us. Pray
Yeah,
for
this
us,
is-
please.
It's going to be
No, but what bigger breaking news. I was thinking about our show. Our show's like a little like Duck
It's a
Dynasty.
little
'cause
Seinfeldy.
No, it's a little. Well, we talk about nothing. I mean, literally, if you have something better
If
to do,
I can make as much
turn
money as
off our-
Seinfeld talking about nothing, I'm happy.
No, I mean, if you have something better to do, turn off the show right now and go do it. I mean,
Oh, there's
go
nothing
cut
better
the
to
lawn.
Nothing
listen
better
to
than to
three-
listen to
to
us.
the 3 of us.
Really?
But I'm thinking a little Duck Dynasty because of
Do you have
my
a beard?
Well, it's not a beard.
That's
what is
not a beard.
this? But
Little
When
scruff.
was the last time you went hunting?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Where are your
There's
kids?
At
no
Whole
Duck
Foods.
Dynasty
No,
there.
Vito is a fisherman. He owns a boat. He goes fishing. I said, I don't understand
He
fishing.
says the Ritz. That's his style camping.
No, but why would you go fishing when the Whole Foods
Yeah.
has a whole fish department that's already prepared for it? I don't
Yeah,
understand
it's
fishing.
sport.
Okay, so little Duck Dynasty, little Kardashians, because Robin's gorgeous, like Kim Kardashian. I mean, you really
Really
are.
sweet, but I'm not sure if I want to be compared to Kim Kardashian.
No?
Well, you know, that's a whole discussion too. I mean, you can.
And then you're the house-
I'm talking.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You're
What
right.
is, what's that,
With
where
the
are
whole
you?
Kardashian thing is that you can disagree with them all the way. They're marketing geniuses. So
They're
you're a
they're a
genius.
little confrontational, and
But see, they don't mind getting into it with each other.
that's true. I haven't thought
And
of
they
that.
love each other, and they
And it'll
get
be
over
okay in the
it.
end.
And that's
Why
exactly
don't you
what
get
I'm
into it
talking
with
about.
Tracy this weekend and see how that love affair works
Well,
out?
you have to understand, when somebody is coming to visit is probably not
Not
an
the-
appropriate timing.
Well, that's a good subject. No,
Well,
that,
we're going to talk about that when we come back. About
and
when
then can I
family comes.
finish off?
Yeah. So what's
it's
Sharon's
now
part of the
you
Little
should go
Duck, Little Duck Dynasty. Robin is the Kardashians,
Uh-oh,
and
here
you're
it
the
comes.
Housewives of Beverly Hills. Right?
Which house?
Well, it would have to be
Lisa
Lisa Vanderpump.
Then I get to be Kyle.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. What are we going to discuss when we come back?
We are discussing all the family that's coming out, and
How much family can you take?
Someone needs to give us
are you
some
excited? Are you
coping
not
mechanisms.
excited?
Yeah, we need coping mechanisms. The three of us really like each other.
We
And
do.
We have a lot
We could
of
probably
fun.
just stay in the studio the whole week they're there and not come out, and we'd
No,
be okay.
why don't-
We'll let your husband handle it.
No,
and-
why don't Kyle call the rest of the family and say they're taping a bunch of shows,
They're on
and
vacation.
we'll
They're
see you.
calling-
They'll be back at the end of the week. Kyle, can you do that? Can you call?
I can do whatever you need me to.
All right. We'll be right back on a wonderful radio station heard all over Southern California, KHTS 1220 on the AM. We'll be right back.